Teens and sex, we practically go together hand in hand. Yet when it comes to talking about it, we all freeze up like it's something wrong. Sex is all around us, it's in our bones, and it's why we're here. Yet it's one of the hardest subjects to talk about. That's why me and my classmates have decided to do a documentary on it, finding out what's so hard about sex. I'm here today at my college to interview one of my classmates about whether or not sexless relationships are important. So how has it been in a relationship with sex?
Relationship with sex is important because it's one of those things where if like you do like and care about someone or love someone, like you're more connected with sex after a certain time of dating them. So like it becomes like special, or it doesn't become like, as long as like you're safe when you are doing it, it's not like Tom, Dick and Harry, like then I think that sex is healthy in a relationship. It's like you're expressing your feelings in other ways apart from like words.
Did you ever feel pressured to have sex?
I think everyone feels pressured to have sex at certain times. So like obviously there's always gonna have known someone like when you're like growing up who's had sex before you, and maybe you're kind of thinking, oh, like should I have done that by now or stuff like that. Like, I remember like one of my friends started quite early, and like I lost it like later on. So I think everyone does feel that kind of bit pressure, especially like when you are like younger and you do date certain guys and you don't have any intention of like sex or anything at that age, and then like you know that guys always have that kind of thing on their mind. So I think everyone feels pressure at different points.
I decided to go back to my college and, ask around to see if sex was important to other people.
Come on.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
I don't even know, probably.
Well, I think it's all about the differences in the sex drive of the people.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It is half of it's core of a relationship.
Well, it's up to people's choices these days, what they do with their lives.
I'd say no.
Sex is more than both people get with it. So like, obviously you like that connection, but it's just like the extra like, obviously it feels nice. Obviously it's a natural thing, like, you know, having children.
Yeah, I'd say no, because if your relationship like depends on sex, then I doubt you're like actually like each other, so just want to sex.
I mean, if one has it too high compared to the other, then arguments might be, or even breakup might come up. So yeah, it depends on the people involved in that relationship.
Try to make any man's eyes pop. She uses, she got to get whatever she don't got. Fellas droop like fools, but then
I'd say no, because like a relationship can start at any age really. So.
I think it does have, sex has a major role when it comes to relationships.
not always no. Relationships depends on trust and love.
I think these days, like not me personally, but for a lot of people it is.
Yeah, because people might have sex a lot.
Like, you're not really going to have sex when you're in one of the primary school relationships. So I'd say no.
No, I don't think they shouldn't be dependent on sex, because if you like the girl, you're with her just for sex, or with her because you love her.
Because, I mean, a sexless relationship can work as well as a relationship full of it. So yeah, it all depends.
After asking a whole bunch of strangers about whether or not they thought sex was important to them, I decided, let me talk to my friend Hassa and ask her about her sexless relationships. How's it being in a sexless relationship?
Because I've never been in a relationship with sex, I don't really know the difference, like if it's better or if it's worse. So to me it was normal. Like I wouldn't say I can't say I preferred it or if I didn't prefer it, because I don't know how it feels to be in a relationship with sex. So yeah.
Did it put like a sort of strain on your relationship without sex?
I think for him it did, but for me it didn't, because from the beginning I made it clear that it wasn't going to happen. And because he has had it before, so he was used to a relationship with sex. So I think with that reason, but because our feelings were true, kind of thing. It was if it was a relationship where it was, you know, it's meant to be just fun kind of thing, then I think it would have made a more bigger impact. But because the feelings are true and we actually wanted it to go somewhere. That's why because we wanted it to work, I didn't think it made that much of a difference.
So there you have it. Sex is not as important as we think it is. Yet every single year, over 40%, near 50% of young girls are feeling pressured into having sex. I wonder why that is. Such a hard subject to talk about, yet an easy subject to pressure people into.